Hello, I'm Nick Offerman, and I'm here at the National Book Festival with my book, Where the Deer and the Antelope Play, encouraging everybody to think about where their food comes from. Farmers. We had a very nice crowd this morning, veritable sevens or even dozens of people. Came to see me and Millie Jimenez, who works for the Park Service, the National Park Service, talk about my book, Where the Deer and the Antelope Play, and they were very polite. They let us finish the full hour, which I always take as a compliment. I never dreamed that I would get to write books. I love books, I love reading, and I love communicating the written word to an audience. But I never dreamed that I would get to write books of my own, which if you've read my books, you might agree that it's surprising. But I love writing about the things that I love. I mean, when you realize that you can get a job telling people about something that means a lot to you, it doesn't feel very much like work. And this last book very much fits that bill. It's about our relationship with Mother Nature, vis-a-vis the way we think about the outdoors or conservation in terms of a John Muir sensibility, or in other words, the way nature is far away from us, or something you have to journey to reach. And instead, to turn our point of view to more of an Aldo Leopold sensibility. He's an agrarian from Wisconsin, and to just remind us that we are in nature all the time, and that the health of our nature and our ecosystems, especially concerning who grows our food and who produces what we eat, how that affects our health every day. We don't have to travel to the Grand Canyon to have a good relationship with nature. I was cooking up the idea for this book for several years, and my friend Jeff Tweedy, wonderful frontman for the band Wilco, said to me one night, we should go hike somewhere pretty with our friend George Saunders, and we should walk somewhere pretty, and then you could write about what we talk about for your book. And I said, thank you, Jeff Tweedy. That sounds good to me. And so I planned a trip for the three of us to go to Glacier National Park, where we had an incredible time, and you can read all about it in my book. And I also spent a bunch of time with a shepherding family in the Lake District of Northern England. That's the second third of my book. I love working with farmers. I grew up in a farming family, and I love to be outside and taking part in the production of food or textiles or raw materials like great farmers do. And then finally, the third part of my book has a satisfactory amount of lovemaking. Fortunately, it's with my wife in an Airstream trailer that we pulled around the southwest states of our country. And I did a lot of hiking in parks in New Mexico and Texas and Arizona, between Herculean acts in the bedroom, fueled by food that was raised in a sustainable fashion. Only grass-fed beef in this love machine. What was the question? I'm sincerely grateful to be asked to be part of this book festival. I love being part of the conversation of our civilization, where we read books and get ideas and then try to communicate those books in a benevolent fashion to whatever readers might care to have a look. So thank you for having me, and look forward to, I assume, curating this next year, or being a judge on one of the panels, perhaps, or being invited to hold some sort of public office. Until then, this is Nick Offerman. I'll be in my wood shop.